Hi, and welcome back to another episode. This is Straight Talk, and I'm your host, Michael Hamburger. And I promise you today that this could be an hour that completely changes your life. And in turn, it could change your bank account and your multi-level marketing business forever. I've got a power hour. We've invited 3 very special guests to join us here today that I promise you you're going to want to take some notes, because today's show could change everything for you and have your business go hockey stick growth. Doesn't matter where network marketing you are, this show and our host here today can absolutely assist you in catapulting your business. Now, online with us for this next segment, I have Travis Flaherty. Travis is known throughout the industry as a guy who shoots straight. He is a leader among leaders. He's been a speaker at many, many events, both company-wide as well as generic events. And Travis, thank you for taking time out of your day to tune in here and share some insight with our viewers.
Hey, Michael, thank you very much for having us. I'm excited to be here and excited to be on your show.
Well, Travis, one thing that I really admire about you and the success that you and your wife, Summer, have had is that you've been a builder, not just one time, but more than once. Rather than trying to rape and pillage your team at the companies where you exited for whatever reason, you were a guy that said, okay, if I can build it once, I can build it twice. And I've invited you here today to talk about success through building and developing leadership.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's one of my favorite topics. John Maxwell says that everything rises and falls on leadership, and at the end of the day, if you want to attract better quality individuals to your team, then leadership is something that you better take an interest in. And, Michael, I think that a lot of times people that are coming into this profession because of the programming that we've had through school and a lot of times at our regular jobs or at work, we confuse leadership with great management skills. And they are polar opposites. In this business, you can't demand performance. You have to inspire performance. And this is one of the biggest differences between corporate America and network marketing. I like to say that in this industry, there has to be a balance of that one half leadership, but also that one half followship. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I know in corporate America, we have our managers that shake their fists at us and tell us the way we should be doing things. But here in network marketing, I think you would agree, we lead from the front by example. It's our doing where it inspires people to actually go out and do it themselves.
People do what they see, not what they're told. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely. What other principles do you see as far as developing leadership within your team?
Well, there's some foundational pillars of success that are must-haves. They're non-negotiables if you want to go out and grow a large organization. And I think at the top of that list has to be trust and honesty. To be persuasive, we have to be believable. And to be believable, we have to be credible. And to be credible, we have to be truthful, right? This is Trust 101. It's doing what you say and never deviating from that standard. You have to be in integrity, and you got to be a 10 in this category. There's no other option if you're looking to develop a following in this business.
I was just on a sailboat last weekend, and this was one of the topics of conversation, is that if you just do what you tell people you're going to do, you are head and shoulders above all the people out there that don't keep their word. There's no integrity to their word. There's no follow through. So you're absolutely right. When you do what you say you're going to do, people notice. They're watching what you do. They're watching what you don't do.
Absolutely. And in the end, it's the character that matters. Leadership descends from great character, period. And I would also add to that, when it comes to leadership, I think the confidence is really important. Do people believe you can do what you say you can do? Do you have the confidence in yourself? Because if you don't believe in yourself, then why would anyone else believe in you? Right? One of the most critical elements of a serial leader is just the ability to be able to demonstrate that you can do what you can say, you can do what you say you can do. And I think that a lot of times confidence, what's going on and what we think about on the inside definitely shows up on the outside.
That's being authentic with folks and not trying to show people, painting the picture that this is the easiest thing they've ever done. Look, I'll be the first to tell you, network marketing is not easy. It's simple. Network marketing is not easy. It's worth it. The better we get at our craft, the easier it becomes. The more you have success, the easier it comes. But I would be the first to tell people, hey, don't kid yourself. This isn't just, throw some magic pixie dust out there and things happen. It's you do the work and the juice becomes very worth the squeeze. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Oh, couldn't agree more. You playing small doesn't serve the world, and I think that when we believe in ourselves, we have that confidence in ourselves. And I'm not talking about arrogance. There's a big difference between confidence and arrogance. When the ego starts to come in and you start to believe your own press, and Michael, you and I have both seen this happen many, many times, and I know that I've been guilty of this. And that's when you start to, you're no longer pull marketing, right? You start to push marketing. You start to push people away from you. I'm just talking about a quiet confidence, and I think that that's so important today.
Yeah, I think part of that quiet confidence is authenticity. Being the person you are on stage, the person that you are right here on camera, and making sure that's the exact same person you are when the lights are off, the camera's not rolling, your downline's not in the audience, and you actually are who you are 100% of the time, publicly and privately.
Absolutely. Yeah, another one is a leader, your job is to be the dream merchant. The leader, you got to sell the dream. You got to encourage the team to hang on for the duration. A leader has to have that crystal clear vision of the future, and then they have to work it backwards. They've got to inspire confidence in others. And another thing is every single person within the organization, they've got to subscribe to the fact that they are a leader. I think a lot of times too many of us are looking up for leadership. I had a distributor call me from another country just a couple of days ago, and we had this conversation, and he was talking about how, he's looking for leadership on the ground in his country. And I said, go look in the mirror, because you're that leader. And I think a lot of times people don't realize or don't subscribe to the fact that they are the leader.
Yeah, I think part of that may be the condition, the limiting belief conditioning that people pick up along the way. Somebody somewhere said they weren't good enough, and they made that their reality, the hymnal they started singing from. But, as you said, we are merchants of hope. We are people that should be out there selling the dream, not just selling the cream. And as people start to believe in themselves, and they start to realize that, hey, I am just a few small steps, a few small actions away from getting my first check. It's that first check that is that spark that people believe that, oh my gosh, if I can do it once, I can do it again and again and again. What do you think about that?
No, you're absolutely right. I think that belief is important. I think that you have to take ownership of the vision for those that you lead, even if it's only yourself. I'm going to say that again. You got to take ownership of the vision for those that you lead, even if it's yourself. And I agree. The leader has to kindle the flame. They've got to spark the spark every step along the way. And this is an area that you can't afford to teeter-tot on. You can't believe one day and question the next. You can't go in and out of this. This is just an area when it comes to leadership that people follow people that are confident. People follow people that are certain. People follow people that know where they're going. And they have that's where that respect comes from. And too many people are in and out of this all the time.
For our viewers at home, we're almost out of time in the segment, but I really want to encourage you. What Travis is sharing right now, what it brought up for me was Andy Andrews, who's a gifted speaker, talks about Cortez and burning the boats. So your homework today, for those of you viewing from all over the world, is to Google Andy Andrews and Cortez burning the boats. Travis, we're almost out of time. We've got about a minute here before we cut to our next commercial. Any final thoughts you'd like to share with our viewers from all over the planet?
Yeah, I'd like to leave you with this final thought. Network marketing, people get confused. They think that it's all about the money, and the money is often put at the forefront of what we do. But here's what I want you to understand. Network marketing is about who we become in the process and who we help along the way. The money is a byproduct of those two things. When you come from a place of service and you come from a place of serving others and not selling others, that's when you're going to start to achieve your dreams.
Powerhouse stuff, Travis. Hey, I would like to have you on again. We've got to cut to commercial. Time flies. This is Michael Hamburger, Straight Talk. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.